Yeah, we're a more complete team. The second half of last year when we really made our run, we were pitching well. That was kind of our calling card last year with starting rotation, relief corps. We pitched really well, but it was a struggle at times for us to score runs. In the second half, what kind of fueled our run, and we had to play really well just to get into the playoffs. Judge and Stanton, offensively speaking, carried us. Certainly those guys have played a huge role in this 11-game win streak right now, but we're getting it from more places. And I would just say we're a more complete team.
All right, Aaron Boone with Christopher Russo earlier. The dreaded zoom shot from the hotel. You're like, going to fall off a cliff there. It's hard. I know. It's difficult to get that shot. How different are the Yankees this year from last year?
Much different. And I think it goes to a couple of the guys that they added. They brought Rizzo back, but they also went out and they traded for Donaldson. And I think this team has a little bit more grit now, CY. When you think about Donaldson, he's one of those guys that grind out at-bats. And I think that's contagious. When you look at the Yankees last year, for me, when I watched them, there was a lot of swing and miss. I think they've added more contact to their lineup, and I also think getting different personalities into that clubhouse with the Donaldsons and the Rizzo, a World Series champion with the Cubs, they've kind of just added some things to their clubhouse that I think is making a difference on the field.
They had. And then you can't forget the guys that are on fire. I mean, you have Judge, who is literally killing the ball right now. And people don't talk about, like, Aaron Hicks enough, like having that balance, having a great switch hitter in that lineup to help balance your lineup out. And you can go out there and play center field, go out there and play left field. It adds so much to your team. And the fact that you can go out there and start stealing bases and have all these guys buy into the system that we have in place for these Yankees, it's amazing to watch. And I know Cash knew what he was doing. Cash knew what he was doing when he brought all these guys in. And one of the key pieces, in my opinion, was Anthony Rizzo. I mean, a lot of guys wanted him to go out there and look at Olsen, look at Freeman. Rizzo was the guy from the get-go. As soon as they made the trade from the Cubs to bring Rizzo over, he came out the gate hot, and you can see that he just fit into the mold of what a Yankee is supposed to look like, how a Yankee is supposed to carry himself, how a Yankee is supposed to play the game, doesn't let any moment get too big for him. And when you see his numbers from last season, right before COVID, he came out the gate extremely hot. You see BK. On-base percentage over, 400, 3 home runs. And then he was one of those guys last year. When he got hit by COVID, I think it hit him a little harder than some of the other players who got hit. He came back, you missed time, you're trying to find your groove, trying to get your swing back. But Cashman is seeing, like, I'm getting that guy pre-COVID. If we bring him back on a short-term deal, I believe that we're going to get that pre-COVID guy in Anthony Rizzo, and he's come out the gate hot and continues to carry that offense.
Even when his overall numbers weren't great, he had good at-bats. Yankee fans liked him because he had good process. Yeah, there's a lot of Yankees up and down there not having good at-bats. Rizzo had great at-bats. Now the way he's hitting, well, it's obvious, like $16 million a year. It's cake. But you didn't mention Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, my guy. That when you defensive shortstop, contact hitter, base runner, has really helped solidify things. But mainly, the contact competing at the plate.
Yes, because contact plays. And you talk about the little things. Aaron Judge stole the base the other day. You see these guys going first to third. They're reading balls in the dirt. They're doing a lot of the little things that championship clubs are able to do, and it's fun to watch.
IKF gets after it on the bases, too. Slides hard, goes in hard, can't be standing around. There was a lot of like, hey, there's my guy at second base. Everyone very friendly. Hey, you're under 500. You got a number 3 payroll. Don't be so friendly. Get after guys. The Yankees are doing it. They won 11 in a row at this point.